We have a hell of a cabinet coming our way. And the first clip I'm going to play is by the border czar. This guy's a tough guy. He's a tough customer. And I'm telling you right now, you listen to him and you're going to run scared because Tom Homan means business. And if you question Tom Homan, you're not only questioning him, you're questioning the rule of law and you're questioning King Donald Trump. And you don't want to do that on his watch because when he talks, I'm telling you right now, he's going to scare the shit out of you. So I'm going to play this clip. And if there's children in the room, remove them. Because this guy's super scary. And he's going to let you know. This is him commenting on the mayor of Boston, who has said that she is not going to comply with the administration coming in and just removing immigrants. And this is the warning that he has for her.
Defending our residents every possible way. Well, she's not very smart, I'll give her that. Because I just...
By the way, this is another tactic of MAGA that all these women that speak, not very smart. Like Kamala Harris. You know how many people voted for Kamala Harris that said, man, she didn't know shit. She was stupid. She didn't even know how to complete sentences. She didn't know, she couldn't answer a question. That's the tactic that we have to deal with now, that everybody on the left is stupid. Now, there's going to be arguments. They said that about us. No, I said that about you. People like me, but not people in government. You're not going to find people in government that said that the people in government on the right were flat stupid. You wouldn't hear that. Now, yeah, did they start doing it with Donald Trump a little bit later after a while when they said, you know what, if this guy's just going to keep doing this dumb shit, then we're just going to do it back. Yeah, that happened. Is that a tactic that you want to take? Who knows? That's up to them. Let them figure that out. But for the most part, people in government didn't call the other people in government stupid, but that's their tactic now. But let's listen to tough guy Tom.
What I just said is President Trump's going to prioritize public safety threats. What mayor or governor doesn't want public safety threats out of their community?
Sure.
I mean, that's your number one responsibility, is to protect your communities. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So she helps us, she gets the hell out of the way, because we're going to do it. And look, there's a clear line here, and they can't cross a clear line. I would suggest she read Title 8, United States Code 1324 III, that says, you know, you can't harbor or conceal an illegal alien from front of law enforcement officers. So I hope she don't cross that line. They can not cooperate, but there are certain laws in place that they can't cross, and I hope she doesn't cross it. But
yeah, and the interviewer there with his smirk on his face, like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to see these libtards cry. This is going to be so great. Back to what Tom Homan was saying. First of all, we already deport people out of this country. It already happens. Biden's deported numerous people out of this country, and they target the people who are criminals. So this idea that you're going to paint this as you're the Superman for the country, you're doing this because you're doing it for the American people. That's why you're doing this. That's not why they're doing this. Again, they're not genuine about any of this shit. That has nothing to do with why they're doing this. They're doing this because they're just terrible people. They just are terrible people. And I've got more news for you. Anybody that does not, I'm going to tell a fact. Just take it with a grain of salt. Anybody that thinks that deporting immigrants, documented or undocumented, is a great idea for the economy is going to be in for a very big surprise, because a lot of the undocumented immigrants, who, by the way, are still here legally, they're here under asylum. There are some people who snuck in, and but there are some other undocumented immigrants who are not here necessarily illegally. They're just waiting to get asylum, going through the process and doing all that stuff. And these are the people they want to get rid of. But these are people who are taking jobs that no American's going to take. I had somebody tell me, okay, so what happens when they get rid of all these undocumented immigrants and all these jobs are open? Well, it's time to make people in this country start going to work. First of all, you don't make anybody in this country go to work. That's not how it works. And second of all, the amount of money that is being paid to these undocumented immigrants is at least half of what you would have to pay Americans to work that same job. So if you had to pay the Americans more to work the job, what do you think happens to the cost of the homes that are being built, of the crops, of everything else that goes up when you have to pay your employees more? What do you think happens? I'm not even interested in giving the answer. I'm going to let you figure that one out on your own, but it's not good for the economy. I know Joe Rogan is the person that we listen to now, and he's going to tell us, or the Joe Rogan types, they're going to explain to us how the economy works. And I hope they're right, because it doesn't sound right. I tend to listen to Nobel laureates, people who have been given awards and have been recognized for their work in the field of the economy and why it's a bad idea. I know that sounds crazy. I'm going to stick with that for a little while longer until I'm proven wrong. But none of them think that this is a good idea. None of them for the economy. Every single one of them thinks it's a horrible idea. And not to mention, a lot of the people who voted for Donald Trump, Latino people, some of your family members, gone. You don't think it's going to happen to them? It ain't going to happen to my mother-in-law. No chance. Really? Okay. Well, I hope you're right. I hope it doesn't happen. And I think somebody said earlier, maybe it's not going to be as bad as we think. I'm hoping it's not. But this is what they're saying. So when they're saying it, why would I want to take a chance? If somebody were to say to you, you're at work, and they say, you know what? When you get home, I'm going to be there. And when you get home and when I'm there, I'm going to shoot you. Would you just go home and take the chance that they're not there? Or would you just say, well, maybe I shouldn't go home. I better go somewhere else or call somebody and have them come with me? Something. I would imagine that's the case. So why would you take a chance? If they're telling you this is what they're going to do, they're telling you this is it. Why would you take the chance? Mind-boggling to me. Makes no sense.